Hello, everyone. I'm Jimmy, and this is Phil,
Hey everyone.
and welcome to Spooky Appalachia. This week, we're going to cover the story of Kings Bend Tunnel, which is located in Wetzel County, West Virginia.
The Kings Bend Tunnel is located in Wetzel County, West Virginia. Also known as Porter's Falls Number 1 Tunnel, the tunnel is used as a shortcut between Clarksburg, West Virginia and the Ohio River. The tunnel got its name due to its adjacent location from the giant bend in the creek near it called Kings Bend. Over the years, there have been many deaths either in or around the tunnel, starting with the workers who built the tunnel all the way up to present-day tunnel walkers. Because the tunnels are built with a slight curve, it's impossible to reach the end of the tunnel from either opening, and sound echoes in a way that makes trains seem much further away, which has led to several accidents happening to foot travelers over the years. There have been several reports of phantom footsteps echoing from inside the mines, or the sounds of workers working away to complete the tunnel, but most stories involve the coffin holes. The holes are cut into the sides of the tunnel, roughly 6 feet tall and 2 to 3 feet wide, meant to accommodate anyone stuck in the tunnel with an oncoming train. People have reported hearing knocking and groans coming from behind the holes, similar to Tommyknockers in mines. Perhaps one of the more interesting tales comes from a group of friends who camped out at the area for an overnight fishing trip. The area is well known for brewing a good fishing spot. While doing some night fishing, the group would hear loud whooshing sounds each time they turned out their spotlight, accompanied by large ripples in the water. After returning to the campsite near the tunnel, the group began hearing voices echoing off the hillside. At first, the group wasn't alarmed by this and brushed it off as just some people raccoon hunting. However, the voices kept getting closer until it sounded like they were practically on top of the group. They could now hear the voices clear as day saying things like, "What are they doing here?" and "They need to leave. Then you shouldn't be here." At this point, the group decided to hightail it out of there and head back to their ATVs. Then they saw something that made them freeze in their tracks. Standing beside one of the ATVs under a tree was the outline of a tall man in what looked like a hat. No details of the figure could be seen, just blackness. It looked distorted and twisted. After about half a minute, the figure darted back to the tunnel, and the group booked it out of there. To this day, trains still run through the tunnel, and not only is it a safety hazard, it's also illegal to enter. Many folks have lost their lives in and around the tunnel. Overall, this area sounds really interesting, and there are a few other creepy tunnels in the area, similar to this one. That's
So,
kind of
pretty
cool.
crazy. Yeah.
Yeah,
There's
yeah,
all
that's,
kinds of haunted tunnels in Virginia and West Virginia, similar to this. I would love to visit some of these for our spooky sightseeing videos. I think that would be great. This one in
yeah,
particular, we wouldn't be able to go into, but there's like some abandoned ones we could try to go visit, possibly, or the ones you can drive a car through.
oh yeah, there's probably a decent. I feel like I think they turn a lot of these into bike paths nowadays, like these old train tracks and train tunnels. Like I think that's what the
Mm.
Huckleberry Trail down in the NRV usually was.
Oh yeah, there is one at the Huckleberry Trail on the
Yeah,
Blacksburg end, isn't there?
yeah, yeah.
Um, wonder if that's haunted.
I don't know. Be
You hear
interesting to.
stories about almost every tunnel is old tunnel is haunted. The people who were working on it perished while it was being built. Is usually what happens.
Yeah, I'm sure and like the story said too, like people getting hit by trains and stuff. That
Yeah.
makes sense. Yeah, be I wonder if there's any sort of like I just from what I've read, it seems like more paranormal type stuff used to get published in like more mainstream newspapers, I guess, back in the day. Like so like ghost sightings and things like so it would be interesting to see if like old archives in Blacksburg like had something on
Yeah,
there.
that would
That
be
would
cool.
be yeah.
You want to get on
We had
that,
a
Phil?
little local one here.
What's that?
I don't live in Blacksburg anymore.
Oh, well, I don't live
Yeah,
near Blacksburg either.
that's true. Good point. Well, so much for that idea.
Yeah.
No, this is cool. This is almost like the like Bermuda Triangle of like train tunnels, though. Like it seems like a lot of people get hit and stuff. That makes it with
Mhm.
the way the curve works. And I think in general too, trains don't necessarily look as like they're going as fast as they actually are usually.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
It's a pretty cool story. The guy who sent me this,
yeah. Sent
um,
some
the
pictures along with it too. It looks
yeah,
like.
he sent some pictures, but the story that went along with it, um, of the encounter there, happened to a guy he went to high school with.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
interesting. Yeah, it looks like this is one of those coffin holes. That would be terrifying to be in
Yeah.
one of those things while a train was going,
Oh
though.
gosh, I was picturing that in my head when you were reading it off. I was like, what would it
Oh
be
yeah,
like
no,
being in that thing while a train's going by?
oh, it's up too, so your feet aren't even on the
Yeah.
ground. Look at that. Wow. Also, you're taller than 6 feet, so you'd be scrunched up in it.
Yep. And I might get the side clipped.
Yeah. Oof. Guess that's the other end there.
Hmm.
Oh, that's a bigger coffin hole. You could use
Yeah.
that one.
Ugh.
Wow.
I don't know. I don't like tight spaces.
Yeah, yeah. Especially with trains going by.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, that was a really cool story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
And oh, yeah.
big thanks to the anonymous person who sent this in. They wanted to remain anonymous because technically it was against the law there for them to go there and get these photos. So
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah.
thanks to them, but also in the future, be careful.
Yeah. Don't
And
don't get arrested on our account.
yeah. Also, remember if you've got a creepy story you'd like to of your own that you would like to see featured here of an encounter you had or someone you know, and like in this case, send it to us. You can email us at webmaster@spookyappalachia.com or PM us on social media. That's where most of this comes from is social media. And lastly, thank you to our Patreons, Alvin, Charles, Donald, Jeff, Jordan, Josh, Julia, Linda, and Shannon. Oh, and Taylor. Sorry. I forgot that last line there. And thank you for tuning in.
Thanks, everyone.